Hey guys, it's the Farming Cuber, and today I have a comparison between the Moyu RS3M2020 and the QIYI MS3x3. Before this video starts, I have a number of announcements to make. First of all, I'm so sorry for being gone so long. I last uploaded on April 1st, and I'm sitting here recording this in my basement on August 22nd. But I have a number of reasons why. I have had little to no motivation to do cubing or YouTube in most of that time. I've had a lot of things going on in my personal life. I had to get through this last year of school, and I've just been trying to stay busy throughout the summer doing other things that, in my opinion, are more enjoyable than sitting down and spending some time doing this. It's not to say I don't enjoy doing this, but I just didn't have the motivation. So, with that being said, I have a number of things in the works. I have a big speed cube shop order on the way, and I also have a Q&A that should be going live on September 8th to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the Farming Cuber. I will be accepting any questions that follow the rules in the description of this video between now and September 7th. So if you would like to have your question answered, leave it in the comments below this video before September 7th, and I will try to get back to you for the video on the 8th. Now, for the main event. The RS3M2020 has an edge length of 56 millimeters, is only available in stickerless, has a naturally very weak magnet inside. Naturally, the magnets in this are very weak. And it has a spring adjustment system, which we'll get to later. Speaking of the size of these puzzles, there's a very subtle difference in the size. And this actually does throw me off whenever I'm turning the MS. 57 millimeters is a little bit big for a speed cube, especially considering that the standard size is 56 millimeters. I feel a lot more comfortable turning a 56 millimeter cube than I do a 57 millimeter cube. It is noticeably, the travel for how far you need to move is noticeably more on the MS than the RS3M. But if you're used to a Rubik's brand, this should be fine for you. Or if you're relatively new to cubing, either of these should be fine. I'm just saying I'm used to the size of the RS3M 2020 more, so this round goes to the RS3M 2020 by Moyu. Speaking of the shades on both of these puzzles, they both contrast very well with each other. When they are in a checkerboard pattern, you can easily tell what color is what under relatively normal lighting conditions. The white and yellow are pretty much the same, although I believe the yellow on the MS is ever so slightly darker, ever so slightly more dull than the RS3M. The green is a lot lighter on the MS. The red is slightly darker, the orange is very similar, and the blue is very similar, and the white is white. As for the customizability options, neither of these cubes have a way to adjust the magnets other than taking out the edge pieces and opening them up and putting more edge piece magnets in. The difference is in the springs. The QIYI MS has a very conventional spring system. It's just a basic screw with a spring underneath it, like you'd find in most speed cubes pre-2018. And this is important because the MS, or RS3M 2020, has Moyu's GTS3M style spring compression system that you adjust with this tool that comes in the box. I personally like this cube at 4 clicks. And this is something to think about when you get the puzzle and you think about how you want to have it set up. This cube can turn very differently from itself under different settings Sometimes it can feel a lot more like an MS, other times a lot more like a Rubik's brand compared to how you have it set up. I like it somewhere in the middle because it's a good balance between speed and stability. So for this round, RS3M2020 goes on top. As for the general characteristics of both of these puzzles, the MS 3x3 doesn't feel quite as stable. It feels relatively unstable. It moves around in the hands. And I think a lot of it has to do with the mechanism. There isn't a lot of contact points on this corner and this edge, if it'll focus. There you go. There isn't a lot of contact point there. Compared to the RS3M, it's harder to get a piece out. That could just be the way the cube is tensioned. Where there is a lot more contact down below between the corner piece and the edge piece. This is a naturally more stable design than this. It just depends on how flexible you like your puzzle. In my opinion, I would give it to the RS3M2020 simply because the stability is a lot nicer with my particular turning style. It's also completely possible that if you spring swap the MS, it could feel very stable and have a nice crunchy feel compared to the smoother feel of the RS3M. As for other information about these two puzzles, the QIYI MS has a very conventional glossy plastic texture, which is very tried and true within the speed cubing community going back as far as stickerless cubes have. However, the MS has a less conventional frosted plastic texture that we see in a lot of newer speed cubes, particularly from GAN. And it's not really a big difference. I thought it would be a bigger difference. I personally don't mind either texture. They both work. It's all good. As for more information about the puzzles, the QIYI MS 3x3 normally retails for $7.95 at speedcubeshop.com, and the RS3M retails for $8.95 at speedcubeshop.com, but as of recording this sale on August 22nd, 2021, is currently on sale for $5.95 US. So this all comes down to the big question: which cube do I think is better? And I say the answer to that absolutely goes to the RS3M2020, just simply because of its stability and customizability. However, the MS is by no means a bad cube. If you want to have a more flexible cube, the MS is going to be the cube for you. Also, the magnets in the RS3M are a little bit weak. I haven't had a problem with them personally. I haven't had a problem with the magnets in either of these cubes, even though the MS is significantly stronger than this. I personally main the RS3M2020, but with how cheap both of these cubes are, I would recommend buying both and seeing which one you like more, and seeing which one you use more, and seeing which one you think is more enjoyable to solve. Again, for me, the RS3M2020, but that is completely subjective. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to leave a like, leave a comment down in the comment section below this video, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on notifications for any future uploads. And as always, remember to stay corny, and I will see you in the next video.